The voting age should not be lowered to 16. The first reason is because at 16, the brain is not anywhere close to being fully developed. At 18, it still gives the adolescent a little bit more time for their brain to develop, but at 16, it's nowhere close to the frontal lobe being developed. In addition, a 16-year-old has many influences in their life. A lot of 16-year-olds are still living at home with their parents, which means that they're more likely to vote for who their peers vote for. Finally, a 16-year-old is less likely to be properly educated on politics. There's a lot of influences, including social media and friends, and a lot of social media sites are biased, and if a 16-year-old were to come across a biased site, they may be more likely to believe it is a factual source rather than sort it out that it was a biased source. So for these reasons, I believe the voting age should not be lowered to 16. Additionally, organ donation should not be required for all citizens. If organ donation was required for all citizens, where would this stop? Would this mean that a 5-year-old would have to donate their organs? If organ donation was required, it should at least be 18 and older, and not for all citizens. Additionally, anytime a medical procedure happens for an individual, it means that they have to give consent. And in the same way, organ donation would be a procedure that would be performed on that person. So they should have to give consent before their death that their organs can be donated. I have an organ donor thing on my license, but only because I permitted that to be on my license, and that was my decision. Finally, organ donation should be out of respect for the family, and the family is probably going through a lot of grieving during the time of death, and they shouldn't have to be worried about the burden of their family members' organs being donated. For these reasons, I believe organ donation should not be required for all citizens.